Lost a couple to a bad hook set. Oh man. Oh. There we go. That's a big one. Oh. Man. This one feels incredibly heavy. Oh, it's a big one. I'm on my way in right now, and once again I find myself refilming the intro because things did not go as planned, as often happens on the water. I came out with full intentions of doing some lure fishing for redfish, trout, and flounder, and I tried really hard. I threw for about 2.5 hours at tailing reds. I could see them and they would just stick their nose up at my lures. They wanted nothing to do with any lures. I threw artificial shrimp, I threw paddle tails, I threw the Ned rig, I threw a lot of different stuff. Just nothing. So after all that time, I decided to switch things up. Didn't have the right rod for this, but I went and got a whole bunch of mud crabs and got to work. Ended up getting on an amazing sheepshead bite with my 7'2" toadfish rod. And what actually ended up being the secret weapon today was the sheep sticker jig. Once the current really got flowing, I put some big ones on, and I ended up catching probably the biggest sheepshead I've caught in about 2 months, maybe more. And that was actually the last fish of the day. This is one of the few times where I don't regret staying out longer than I intended to. Anyway, stay tuned for the action. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm gonna keep trying to get some lure fishing videos in. I keep trying, I really do. Right now with all the bait in the water, it's hard to convince a fish to eat an artificial lure instead of the real thing. But anyway, let me know what you think down below, and enjoy the action. Starting out with the voodoo shrimp. We'll see what we end up throwing. Oh, there's a little shark right there. Wonder if I can sight cast him. Oh, it's right below me. Look at that. Oh, I'm getting hit. What am I on? Feels small. Oh, it's a tiny little red. Wow, that is as small as the one I caught on the fly the other day. Don't know if it's the Procure or if I just finally found them. I was getting hammered. I assumed it was like pinfish going after the smell of it or something. Oof. That's a red. It's right here. Oh, look at that. Ha. He was right under me. He didn't spook until then. I'm going to go fish the channels by the bridge. It's a little bit deeper water with the voodoo shrimp. Give that about 20 minutes or so, and when the current starts flipping over and coming back in, I think I'm going to switch to some bait. I don't even have a bucket to put the crabs in. I'm going to have to figure something out, but they don't seem to want to be eating lures right now unless something changes when I start fishing the deeper water. Maybe that's where all the fish are right now. Wasn't planning on using bait today. I was planning on using lures all day, but I wasn't getting any bites. Found these solo cups floating though, and I used the cup to hold my mud crabs. Got a little over a dozen of them there. Well, the current has certainly flipped over now. Nothing crazy, but you know, about as crazy as the current gets on this side. So I'll be fishing the other side, the side I did not fish last time. Let's get ourselves a mud crab here and get to fishing. Check that drag. I need it a little bit tighter when I'm doing this type of fishing. This should be pretty good. And let's drop down. Using the split shot rig, of course. That's what's been working for me so well recently. Ooh, that was a fish. Come on back for it. There we go. Nice. try again. Sheepshead skunk is out of the boat with this little, probably 8-inch guy. Hopefully we can weed through the little ones to find some big ones before we run out of bait. Dropping down. This one feels pretty solid. Better than the first one, that's for sure. I'm gonna have to net a lot more fish with this longer rod. I'd say 12 or so. Yeah, he's in the no man's land. He might be 13 or so. The no man's land of the missing part of my ruler. Don't worry, I haven't been keeping fish like this. I have a new ruler on the way anyway, but all right, see ya, buddy. The halves seem to be working out, usually do. This doesn't feel like a sheep. Oh no, it is. Pretty good sheep. He hit it pretty hard. He thumped it actually. Nice. Nice fish. Definitely the big one of the day so far. It's probably 15, 16. Not a giant by any means, but yeah, I bet he's about 15. Nice little fish. Small keeper. I am not keeping though. It's very shallow here. It's surprising. I mean, I guess just because the structure's so good. But there's so many fish. That's a big one. Because it seems pretty big. Oh yeah. Oh, yes. Just felt like dead weight. Yeah, it's the best one so far. That's a good fish. Come on, buddy. Come here. Oh, yeah. Whew. That's a big one. All right, I'm drifting here. Let's get a quick shot with this sheep before I let him go. That's a pretty one right there. Hope you can see it all right in the sun. Just a hair over 18. That's a big sheepshead. Let's see if we can get a few more like that. Bite's definitely on right now. All right, here's how we're doing on mud crabs. Still have quite a few, and I'm cutting them all in half unless they're really small. Just getting the bites, and I'm still getting the big fish on the half a bait. Guy though. Alright. First drop with the bigger split shot and I hooked up. Maybe my other split shot was a little bit too light, at least at this point in the tide. That was half of a very, very small mud crab. You do not need to be throwing huge mud crabs. Oh yeah. Another little guy, but it's a not stolen bait. Guy again. You got it hooked perfectly. Got a little nose piercing through the jaw. Not too bad. Yeah, he's gotta be a keeper. Nice little 15-incher or so. Okay, I just went and got a whole bunch more, and these ones are big, so they're good for cutting in half. I'm giving myself a little bit more time here, probably about 30 minutes max. Let's just start burning through some baits and see if we can get some good bites. All right, I have what I believe is a 3/8 ounce sheep sticker jig here. Might be a 1/2 ounce. It's one of the early prototypes I got from them. I found it at the bottom of my tackle box. Got a 1/2 mud crab on there, and I'm going to work this around on the bottom, see if I can get a bite. Since I got back with that second batch of crabs, it's been pretty quiet. This is a toad. What is this? This is not a toad. Oh, it's a decent sheepshead. All right, cool. Cool. Nice. Cool. Got on that piling and almost immediately got hit. It's a pretty one too. He's another keeper, probably 14, 15. Nice. On the sheep sticker jig. Straight out. Awesome. Oh, that's a big one. That's big. Still got him, but he's pulling some drag on me. He got airborne. Sweet. I don't know if this guy's any bigger than my one earlier. I'm not going to try to get a picture with him because kind of need all hands on deck. All right, so that guy's probably like 16 or so. Not hard, that's for sure. All right, there's another 1/2 mud crab going down on the sheep sticker jig. There's another one on there. Really got that jig. It's probably a 14. Looks like he's a keeper. Woo. All right, let's get back in there while we can. This current's really going now. It's hard to stay in place. Let's get the crab on before we get there so we don't have to let go of the piling. Won't even put a crack in it. Don't want to give him an advantage of stealing it. Just like that. Want him to have to work to get this bait. Oh. He already had it. Lost him, that's okay. Wasn't a monster. Guess we gotta see if there's any more on this one. Only got a few baits left and catching more fish with them than I thought I would. Man. not only are they all over this piling, but they are pretty decent size on average. There he goes. Oh, I just got, yeah, I'm getting hit. How about that? Well, I'm getting bounced around off these pilings. Gotta get a quick look before I float away. That's probably another 17, maybe even an 18. Yep, 17 on the dot. The sheep sticker jig in his mouth right there. All right, got like 2 more baits. See if we can get any more off this piling. This is nuts. Another half a mud crab about to go down on this same piling. I'm just letting it sit, and I don't know how many fish I've hooked. I've landed at least 4. Lost a couple at the leader. Lost a couple to a bad hook set. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Man. This one feels incredibly heavy. Oh, it's a big one. I'm trying to hold on to this piling with my left hand while he tires himself out. That's a good sheepshead. Wow. Woo. He's still on the same piling these other ones have been on. Ooh, mama. That's a good fish. Oh my gosh. That's a beast of a sheepshead. Holy cow. Okay, let's get a quick picture and measurement with this guy. This is a big sheepshead. Biggest one I've caught in a minute here. This guy worked me over in that current really well. Get a quick measurement, we'll get him back nice and healthy. He went 20 and a half. Sheep sticker jig engulfed in that mouth. Let's get this guy back. Okay, well, I'm on my way in now. I got a bit of a paddle ahead of me. Really great day on the water. Obviously wasn't what I intended to do. I gave it my all with the lure fishing. I really had no intention of doing sheepshead fishing at all today. I didn't bring the rod. I was using a long 7'2" rod for all that, but it worked out. I ended up having a fun time. Having 2 rods with me makes it a lot tougher, but it was fun, very productive. That last sheepshead at the end was huge. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below what you'd like to see me do next. Stay tuned for future videos. Make sure to hit the notification bell if you want to see when I upload. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, and remember to make some time for fishing.